Let me introduce you to one member of one of Arizona's famed families, the Melikian family. Dad Melikian owned the San Carlos Hotel. Mom Melikian decided whatever it is that Dad Melikian should do.
Pretty much.
You got brothers, you've got sisters, all in interesting areas of endeavor, but none more interesting than Jim Melikian, the collector. How did that start?
You know, my wife took me to Strand's bookstore in Lower Manhattan, and even though I grew up in New York, and she's from Portugal, and she took me to the third floor and showed me antique books, and I had no conception you could buy antiques books like that.
And so it hit you right away?
It hit me. I got to start collecting.
What have you got in your lap here that's antique?
This is a printed copy of the Declaration of Independence, 1836.
Wow.
That's the real thing.
Okay. This is one of the classic books, right?
This is one of our historical Bibles. And in honor of Pat, I brought the first printed Bible in Gaelic Irish.
Oh, thank you very much.
Otherwise, he wouldn't have let me on.
Very few of us are fluent anymore.
So Pat, later on, will read the entire book of Psalms in Irish Gaelic for you.
If you had a hard time getting through the Bible to begin with, can you imagine doing it in Gaelic? So listen, if you will balance those valuable things, how valuable, by the way, is that Bible?
This would be several $1,000s. But when the New Testament, this was printed 1685, when the New Testament in Gaelic Irish comes up, which was printed 1602, that can go for like $20,000. I've always been outbid for that. So even though Pat's upset with me, I've never won the first New Testament printed in Irish Gaelic.
But I think you decided to move on to more contemporary things, and these are the things that I think are fun. I don't know that much, certainly, about classic scriptures, but when you tell me about going to one of the auctions or the many auctions that you travel to around the country, you come back with things like American Idol stuff?
Oh, okay. Well, we hope to one day open up a museum of world cultures, which will be antiques from cultures and the great religions of the world. But I always figured to bring in people who are not interested in that as much, to buy pop culture, sports memorabilia, rock and roll memorabilia, and TV and movie memorabilia.
And you get catalogs like this?
Yes, I get catalogs like this because I'm a high roller, and that's the price of being a collector is you often buy when you don't have the money for it. That's the curse of being the bill comes and you have to pay it. But this auction took place 2 months ago. This is the Commissar collection, the largest extant collection of TV used memorabilia.
Like something from American Idol, you said?
Yes, we won.
That's all right, we'll be showing it.
My wife won't let me.
You don't have to find it in the
okay,
catalog.
They'll show it. So we won. They had all sorts of things in here. The original I Dream of Jeannie suit that she wore, the sign from MASH that goes in all directions, the bar from Cheers. Obviously, we couldn't afford those, but I made many bids. So one thing we won is from the early seasons of American Idol. We won the large sign that hung over the stage.
And the original production.
The original, what was it, 2001 to whenever it started. And it is so large, my wife won't let me bring it in the house, so I'm going to have Pat plead with her now. Bring it in the house and let's put it right in the entrance as you walk in. Other things we won. We won from the primetime soap opera Dallas. We won the mailbox you see at South Fork.
Oh.
And they'll show you a picture of it. We won from the Apprentice, the Trump family crest that he kept behind his desk.
Oh, and that kind of thing must continue to go up in price as he is more and more in the headlines.
Controversial, yes.
But you said we won, meaning your family.
My wife
with
and
the
I.
winning bid, right?
Yes, we won that, yes.
Okay, is it a matter of sitting in a large group of people raising
Sometimes.
your hand, or there's a card?
Often it's just
have?
by the internet.
Oh.
You put in a bid, or you can bid live through the phone.
What is the one single item that you've always wanted, one of the contemporary items that you've always wanted, and you were outbid for, or you never quite had a chance at?
The Kurt Cobain guitar, used, MTV Unplugged, December 1993. I didn't even bid on it, but my wife and I watched it live. The most expensive guitar ever sold several
much?
years ago, 6.1 million.
All right, before you go, I
Yes.
got to know, on behalf of the rest of the family, you say, my wife, my wife, my wife. Where do you put all these things?
Unfortunately, being an obsessive collector, I often buy and don't plan ahead. So these pieces are delivered. The American Idol sign was came in a 1,000-pound crate. And I had to call the moving people, the shippers, just left it there at the curb of the street.
I'm assuming that the answer to the question, where do you put it, is wherever it is that my wife doesn't know, I have this storage unit.
She always says, you can't keep that there. And I go, oh, don't worry, I will find a place
How
for
does
it.
somebody become a collector very quickly?
Oh, man, you have to develop a passionate love for a certain segment, preferably something that somebody else hasn't done or done as well. You don't want to repeat what other people are
Can
doing.
you find auctions, though, online?
Oh, all the auctions are online now.
And just tell them that you know Jim Melikian, and as a matter of fact, you might wind up bidding against him. Let me know. This is Pat McMahon.